What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to a new video on the channel. Welcome to Forza Horizon 5 and welcome to the top 5 best S1 asphalt racing cars in this game. I've made a few videos in the past, basically going through the cars all the way from D class now all the way to S1. I've also done videos on the fastest cars. I've also done videos on the best off-road cars, rally cars, whatever. There's still so many different types of lists that I want to do and I want to like make, but in this video we're going to be taking a look at the S1 cars for asphalt racing, which means road racing, so like street races, sprint races, circuit races, stuff like that. These are the best cars to use for those. And we're going to start off with this one, what you're seeing up in front of you, and this is the Viper SRT10 Anniversary Edition, GTS Anniversary Edition, sorry. Yeah, it's an absolute monster. If you guys don't know about this thing, obviously as soon as this thing was added into the game, it just became a meta car. It was unbelievably good in every way, shape, or form. I'll also put share codes up on the screen for everybody to see. Like a little logo there as well. Yeah, I've also put share codes up on the screen for every single one of these cars, so you guys can try them for yourselves and give them a shot. So we'll start off with the Viper, and also huge shout out again to Dom for helping with this video and basically giving me all the different types of tunes that are being used for all these cars. Basically the best possible tunes that you can pick for each one of these cars to use for these races. Now, like I said, pretty much every single one of these cars is actually OP, meta, whatever you want to call them. They're actual world record breaking cars. This one included. Like this Viper that I'm driving right now with this tune that's on this car right now is a world record car. It holds the world record for the Los Jardins circuit and the Los Jardins and the Panoramica Sprint. So I'm gonna go over to those and have a little go with this thing on those. So there's the Los Jardins circuit, and then the Panoramica Sprint should be, there it is, right there. So on these two, this Viper just holds the world record for it. I'm gonna give it a shot on the Los Jardins circuit because I kind of know my way around it. But I want to give it a shot anyway, just regardless. I just want to see how fast this actually is around this. So I'm nowhere near top of anything. I've done it in the whole entire, like it's a low 801. I don't even remember like doing this. I think I've just done it just so I can have it done pretty much. So I'm going to try and see if I can get close to Dom's score, and he's in a Huracan. He's only 4,000 in the world, but I'm going to try to see if me in the best possible car to use for this event, I want to try to see if I can beat him whilst shut up, Hannah. Whilst he's not in any way, shape, or form competing against me. But I'm gonna try to beat him anyway, just for a laugh. So let's see what this thing is capable of. I'm pretty sure manual clutch is probably needed for this thing, but I'm not gonna do it because I'm an idiot. But I want to try it anyway, just to see what it's like. Every time I drive the Viper, I always get surprised how unbelievably good it is. It does slide a little bit. Man, it just grips. It's just unexpected grip as well. Like, it's so stupid how good it is. Don't worry though, the list just gets better and better for all these cars. Of course, they're all going to be OP and meta in their own right, but Jesus. Oh, I don't have to brake out. I lifted like maybe like a quarter throttle. And I didn't even need to lift there. That's just bad cornering from me for that corner. Oh, I didn't even need to slow down there. There, I definitely need to slow down. Also, keep in mind that this isn't my tune. I have no idea how to drive this thing. This is my very first time on this track with this car and this tune. Does he slow down? Oh my god, he actually slows down in the Huracan. I beat him with that horrendous lap. That was a terrible lap. I need to go slower there. I think slower is faster there. I'm also expecting this thing to just not grip up. That's the thing as well, right? It's my fault technically for driving like shit, but I'm expecting this thing to just not grip up. I don't trust it. It just doesn't feel right. And then it just does grip up and just pulls away. It's stupid. It's a really, really good car. That Huracan's fast though. Like, it's probably not very good at handling compared to this thing especially. But it's a fast car. I will continuously just beat my time over and over again. I always have like a love-hate relationship with this track. Because I always like mess up on some corners and then I just blame the car, but it's not the car, it's just my crappy driving. Because it definitely isn't the car. But it's my really, really bad driving. I just need to position myself better for exiting corners and that. And it's just, again, it's just my bad driving. I can't really blame the car. Especially since this car genuinely holds the world record on this track. But yeah, I think it's just this track specifically that I feel like I'm messing up too much on it, and I'm not doing the car justice. But it is such a good car. It's 46. I just keep getting faster and faster. I'm not gonna keep going because I know for a fact I'm just gonna continuously get faster and faster. But I just wanted to show you how easy it is to drive and how it just plays out. Like, it just is. Like, there's no way you can't just say that this is the best car for this track. And again, it just is because it already holds the world record. It's just someone better than me is driving it around this track. There you go. I managed to put myself in 1,600th place, even with that crappy driving from me. Even with that really crappy driving, I managed to put myself in 1,662nd place. Jesus. If I squeeze myself in like the 44s, 45s, which is possible, it's just I have to drive better. Yeah, it would just jump me up to like the top few hundreds. So, yeah, really, really good car. Again, it is the world record car for that track and the Panoramica circuit. Let's move on to the next one. Now, the next car also just came out of nowhere, but as soon as we saw it, we thought that it was going to be absolutely unreal, and it is. It is absolutely unreal. I've made videos on this car in the past, just like I have with all the other ones on this list, but this one is actually also a world record car. It's a Sierra replacement. So if you guys have watched any of the previous videos on the different classes that go around all these sort of tracks that are world record cars, this basically replaces the Sierra now because the Sierra can't get as high in the class as this, for example. So it's meta on the Chihuahua circuit, Bola Ultra circuit, and other really small tracks, or very, very tight tracks, I should say. So it is supposed to be an absolutely unreal monster. I mean, it looks unbelievable as well. It looks small, it looks lightweight, it changes direction very quickly. It just is, again, a crazy little car, which, again, it just is a world record car. It is very, very sick. I want to go and try and bring it on the Chihuahua circuit and give it a shot, just so I can show you guys what it is like. Yeah, I don't know what car I actually ended up using for this. I am top 1%. The Chevy C8R, so that I literally just got this, like, recently. Let's try see if I can use this little Elemental and try to see if I can beat that Chevy. Because that Corvette was a very, very sick car. I mean, again, that just came out, like, last week, or like a couple of weeks ago. So, we knew that that Corvette was also going to be really, really good, and it is. But, yeah, I want to try it. Sorry for the mic arm is a little squeaky, by the way. But, again, this is supposed to be meta for these type of tracks, so let's give it a shot. See what it's capable of. See if I can beat myself. Oh god, it keeps up speed through the corner so well. It's not overly powerful though. Oh my god, it's so good. Oh my, I had a standing start and I've caught up to the Corvette already. You are out of your mind. I wasn't even paying attention, I was just looking at the Corvette. I think I have like half the horsepower that the Corvette has. But look at how much I'm able to keep my speed up through these corners. I've just beaten out the Corvette in a lap when I had a standing start, and in the Corvette I had a rolling start. I need to go back. I want to try and absolutely demolish my old record on this. Like my old, like, personal record on it. Jesus. I expected this thing to be fast, but I didn't expect it to just embarrass that Corvette like that. It's just not even close. Oh my god, I'm just leaving it. Wow. I did not expect this much of a difference between that Corvette and this. And that Corvette is like, what, 2,000 in the world or something? Oh, really? Like in the last lap I was able to go flat out there. Why can't this lap? Why is that then? It's mad how good this is. This is now the biggest difference so far that we've seen. I mean, we've only tested like 2 cars, but between like a normal like race car and then like the actual meta car. So obviously comparing the Viper to Dom's Huracan there is cool. Why did I turn in so late? Doesn't matter. Look at the difference between me and the Corvette now. But yeah, the Viper and the Huracan obviously was a difference, but like look at the difference between this and the Corvette though. It is just monumental. 1.6 seconds on this tiny little track. It's mad. The thing is though, I think I can just go faster. I know I can. I wanna fix that last corner. I want to fix the way I took that last corner. If I can do it on this lap, then we're sorted and I'll leave it. Let's start turning in earlier. Perfect. That's the one. See you later, Corvette. Oh my god, he's off the minimap. I'm gonna leave it alone. Jesus Christ. I would have a look at the time that I got with it as well. What position have I put myself on the leaderboards? Oh my god. It's a massive difference between a very good race car like the Corvette and then this, the meta car. How much faster was I? I don't even know. Because I was already 1.6 seconds faster with that first run. And then now I selected this. So what was I? I was like 2,600th in the world with the Corvette? Was that what it was? Or 2,800 in the world? Let's do a real quick, little quick check here. Chihuahua circuit, I really like that. I think the Chihuahua circuit is super balanced. I mean, it is a tight track, but it's super balanced in terms of the corners. 568th. Like, I've done like 4 laps with it, and I'm 568th in the world with it. It's stupid how good this car actually is. Really good. Try for yourselves, obviously, with the tune that I shared. Madness how good this car is. Alright, here is an absolute monster. The Honda NSX-R GT. Again, absolutely unreal car. We know the NSX is a very good car in general. We have a 1992 Honda NSX-R as well. That was absolutely unreal in A-Class. So this obviously now replaces that, and it's the NSX-R GT, the newer one. And again, it just is an absolute monster. It is meta on a bunch of sprints, which require a lot of acceleration. It's a little bit grippier, apparently, than the Jag, the XJ-R15. It is also a power build, by the way. But yeah, this is what Dom said, that it's meta on sprints that require acceleration, and it's slightly grippier than the Jag. It's very good for the Aerodromo, the Dunas Blancas sprint. So if you want kind of an alternative to the Jaguar XJR15, which is unbelievable, and we'll get to that because that is actually on this list, this Honda NSX-R GT is one of them, and it's very good. So let's give it a shot. We'll bring it on the Aerodromo track, which I absolutely love. Thing is a beast. I love this little track. I don't know, as soon as they decided to introduce these new sprints here, they made, I don't know, they made my enjoyment of running Rivals a little bit more fun. I love going onto these and doing them. I don't know why. It's just testing cars out on these tracks, which is really, really cool. So, I'm happy that they added these new sprints into the game. Especially the Aerodrome one. The Aerodrome one is very, very sick. So this is a power build tune, and it's a little bit more grippy. I'm also running it without traction control. So, maybe I should slap on traction control. It'll make my life a little bit easier. But I have... Okay, I'm gonna just put it on. I feel like I'm not that good of a driver today. And there's nothing wrong with putting on traction control on power builds. Especially power builds that you've not driven before. If you're used to them, perfectly fine. And that's the same with me. Like, if I drive with them for a little while, perfectly fine. I'll get used to it. I'll be able to know how to use my throttle control correctly. So I can make good decisions and know when I need to start accelerating. But if I'm playing with a tune for the very first time, especially... Oh my god. I need to go slower. I'm trying to go the same speed as the Viper, but the Viper is just grip focused. Whereas this thing is more acceleration focused. If that makes sense. I mean, the Viper is not a power build. So I'm expecting the Viper to be really good around corners, but this thing is going to be really good on acceleration. You can see how much faster I am than the Viper. So again, I just need to be a little bit more careful with the way I corner. Careful now, careful now. Nice and smooth. Don't copy the Viper, just don't copy it. Because in my head, I'm thinking I can do what he does, but I can't. This guy's strengths are in other places. Like here. Watch this. Oh my god. The way it just leaves the Viper behind is hilarious to me. Because the Viper is not a slow car. But this is just a fast car. Oh my god. And it's just gone. Well, this is what power builds are all about. Yeah, you have to be incredibly careful with your cornering speed and your throttle control, even with traction control on. Oh, I slowed down a bit too late. It's fine though. Slow down at least. Yeah, you just have to be very careful with the power builds. I mean, as usual, obviously. You don't want to be accelerating a bit too hard because those rear wheels will slip, and that is pretty much where you're... Oh, don't beep at me. Just pissed that my car's faster. Yeah, that's pretty much where everything is with this car. Like, that's where its OP-ness comes from. And that's 2 minutes dead. I'm 2 minutes faster than whatever, whoever that was up against. It's stupid. It is such a fast car. Again, the XGR15 I think just takes it though. I think it will end up being faster than this. 1.7 seconds. I want to have a look at where I am in the world though with it. Just to see. I don't know what my old time was even on this track, but I want to see. So nobody now from my friends in club has beaten me. Because they would show up with the dubs tag. So nobody from my club is ahead of me. So I'm now the fastest person in my club. On this, on S1 on the Aerodrome sprint. With this car. So far. So let's have a quick look at where I'm in the world with that. And that wasn't even a good time. Like, you saw how crappy I drove around some of those corners. That was not a great time. I'm 345th. That's ridiculous. That is a ridiculously good time for crappy driving. Jesus. Well, there you go. You can see how OP this car actually is. Again, with some better driving. Even in that corner where I braked late, or some of the corners where my positioning on the actual road wasn't correct. Where I wasn't going basically out in out and stuff like that. Like, I just wasn't doing it properly. Again, this car is just super, super OP. Definitely give it a shot and try it out. Anyway, let's move on to the next one. And now I'll jump to the big daddy of them all. This is the penultimate car from this list, but this is the big daddy, the XJR15. Absolutely unreal car. Probably the best power build in this game. I mean, I don't know if there is anything else that is like close to this. To be honest with you, I mean, it's just an unbelievable car. I don't think it's worth using in S2. I don't think it's possible to even use this thing in S2 as a power build. I think there are cars that are just faster than it, but in S1, I don't know if there is another car that can beat this. It is just. Even Dom said it on his list. He said, or on his little description that he gave me. He said it's meta on more than half of the tracks, including circuits and sprints. So on the Bahia circuit, the Riviera, the Goliath, it's just it is the best, I think, S1 asphalt racing car in this game. I don't even know what track to even bring it on. All right, let's take it out and drive this thing, this mental car. I took it out on the Linea Costera Sprint, just because it's something a little different, and I haven't done it yet. I don't know who my rival is, but I'm also going to keep traction control on. Let's do a run with it and see what happens. Come on. I'm just expecting this thing to leave whoever that is just in the dust. Oh, he's also using it. He's also using the Jag. But this tune that I have is the meta tune. Alright, let's try that one again. Hopefully don't crash this time. It is definitely a much more difficult car to drive than the NSX, I'll tell you that. The NSX is just definitely easier to control, I think. But this car, I think overall is just a faster car. I just need to drive better. And so far it looks like I may be catching him? I am catching him. Clean. Very clean cornering. We take those, we take those. That was very nice. Now just try to keep the speed up as much as possible. Don't crash, don't crash, don't crash. I keep saying it to myself. Very tight corner there, it's fine. Start flooring it. I need to start flooring it out of corners a little bit more. Since I am using traction control, I feel like I can. Also, my line I think is a little bit better than this guy. Nice, nice and clean. Here I think I can cut a little bit and then floor out of that corner. Especially second. Nice, very clean. Ooh, little jump. Horrible cornering from my end. Very bad. Very bad, but I won anyway. Jesus. This is sketchy to drive. Really, really sketchy car to drive. But if you can do it right, oh my god, is it fast. Oh my god. Right. I think I might accidentally knock my mic. Almost a full second off whoever that was from my club. I want to have a look at the score. I want to have a look at where I am in the world. I think I'll be quick, but I don't think I'll be as quick as I was with the NSX. Who's oh, I'm the fastest in my club again, by the looks of things, because there's no one else. Usually it'll show you the next person up from your club, and if that person's not there, it'll show you the next person on the main list. So I am the fastest person in my club now with this. Very sketchy run, really hard to drive, but I managed to squeeze a run out. Let's have a look at where I'm in the world. Again, I don't even know where I was the last time in the world with this thing, so let's see. Did I just scroll down to me? I don't even know what I got. What did I get? What time did I even get with this thing? I don't even remember. Was it 220? Wait, whoops. That's the wrong number. Or that's the wrong button. 202. It's mad because it makes a player like me. I am an above average player in this game. I definitely am. But especially with the cars that I'm only doing like 1 runs with them. Or like only like 2 or 3 laps. And it just makes me look really, really good. Even with like again. Why is my controller just disconnected? Hello? Can I play the game? It's just not connected. What is going on? It's not dead. I know it's not dead. It's just... Okay, cool. I have to plug it in. Alright. I guess it's gonna stay plugged in. Yeah. Even with the few runs that I've done, which aren't the best, it's still so OP that it makes me look really, really good. By placing myself really, really high on these leaderboards. Again, super OP car. Definitely the best overall car in S1. Try it out. Well, sorry, not overall car, but it's definitely the car that holds the most records, I think, on the S1 tracks. Anyway, let's move on to our final car. Alright, and the last one is here, the Noble M400. This, again, is another power build, and it's meta on more balanced tracks like the Estadio Circuit and the Descandar Sprint. Yeah, that's what Dom said anyway. Yeah, I've driven this thing before in previous videos. Not only is this like a really, really good race car, but it's also actually a really, really good drift car. But yeah, it's a crazy car. Again, when this was added into the game, a lot of people were speculating that this could be a very, very good meta car. Like it would just be really, really good, and it is. It is actually very good. And with the tune that I have on it now, it proves it, because it's an unbelievably good car and super, super fast. So let's go try and take it out on the track. Apparently this is supposed to be a little bit more balanced, so we'll try that. We'll try on the Estadio Circuit, which I've driven many, many laps on, and hopefully I could try and just beat maybe my old score on it with a Lotus 211. Try and beat that and see what happens. Okay, I'm ready. Let's hit it with our final car and destroy my old time. Hopefully destroy my old time, I should say. Alright, let's get started. Let's see. This is also a circuit, so I can have a couple of laps in. See what it's like to drive. I've never driven with this tune on before, so I have no idea how this drives exactly, so I'll have to kind of get used to it a little bit. Again, I think manual clutch is definitely the way to go with this car. Sim steering as well. It's so fast. I don't know if I should even follow the directions that it's telling me. Not the directions, but like the braking line directions. Do I slow down when it tells me to slow down, or what's the deal here? It's definitely a car that I don't think I can start accelerating until I'm straightened up, even with traction control on, because it does want to get a little squirrely. Oh my god, it's so much faster than the Lotus. Lotus is a much better cornering car. Okay, I guess that doesn't take away my score. Oi, oi, oi. Slow down a lot more for that. I wanted to test it out to see if I could make it around that corner. It does tell me to brake, but I just wanted to test it out. If I don't try, I don't know. Yeah, it does tend to go a little wide. But it is so much faster than the Lotus. Even with this crappy lap that I've just done here. I've destroyed the Lotus. Damn it. Too fast. Alright, I need to try to do a clean lap with it. I need to try to do a nice clean lap with this car. Try to get a nice clean time with it. It's hard. It is definitely difficult to drive. Not as... I hate Microsoft, man. Just let me play the damn game. Why do you do this to me? How? I've just lost traction with traction control on. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is though. Like with the Xbox controller, for whatever reason, I don't know what happens sometimes, but it just randomly turns off or disconnects. It's plugged in, it's got batteries, everything works just fine, and then just randomly disconnects. I don't know what the deal is with it, and it is usually straight after a Windows update, and I don't understand why it happens. And this is on Windows 10, by the way. And I'm not the only one that's having these issues, because I've looked it up and I've seen threads and stuff about like people saying that their controller just randomly disconnects. It's really bad when I'm playing, when I was playing Rocket League. It was horrible when I'm playing. It's literally impossible to play, like, because it would just disconnect like mid-match. On Forza, it rarely happens. Sure, like when I play Forza, it's during the videos and you guys see when it happens. So it's super, super rare when it does happen, but it does happen even on Forza. And apparently for today's video, it wants to keep doing it over and over again. There you go. Clean time. And it's disconnected again. I think that's a sign for me to end it. I can't, like... my controller is on. There, I'll leave it alone. I'll use my keyboard. Yeah, that's a fun car. It's very fast, but it's super sketchy to drive. Again, huge shout out to Dom for sending over all the tunes for today's video. And again, thank you every single one of you for watching today's video. I really do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you subscribe and show your support in the videos. But for now, that's pretty much it. Thank you very much again for watching. And I will see you in the next one, because I cannot be bothered to go around with my keyboard and drive around. So I'm going to leave it alone. Hopefully my Xbox controller issue is going to fix itself. But yeah, anyway, that's pretty much it. Again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next one. Goodbye.